Hey, what's up guys, Eskazoo here, and welcome to episode 14 of Scaling to Glory. In the previous episode, we played 3 games with the team so far, got a couple skill goals and also a goal with Maxim, so that is definitely the aim for this episode to complete in terms of objectives. So yeah, we start off with the first game. We come up against almost a full Brazilian side with also I think Aurier, Van Dijk and De Vrij, and I think a Premier League goalkeeper as well. And this guy actually starts off with a nice goal there with Talisca. Some sort of a volley scissor kick-ish with his weaker foot. He managed to shoot that one in straight away and take the early lead. Then from kickoff he went on a run here with Maxim, took a long shot there, which is something I actually haven't really been trying out in FIFA 19. As you know, I don't use timed finishing as I'm not really a huge fan of it. I feel it's something that maybe is only usable when you're going for volleys and stuff, but I still feel that you can score volleys even without time finishing, and the same for finesse shots outside the box and just any type of shot really. So just not really a big fan of it, to be honest. But you can see right there that we did score a nice goal there with Maxim, his second one and also the fourth skill goal. So we're getting close to completing that objective already. Then my opponent got himself another big chance with I think a bicycle kick. And then so a lot of random stuff happened, man. Like he crossed the ball in, and I think Bailly wanted to get a first touch to it with his chest, but then the ball just went sky high. He managed to pass it straight into the box, and then like one of those first time shots, which seemed to be very overpowered. Not just first time finesse shots, but just first time shots basically. And yeah, that's how we scored the 2-1. I think it was with Paulinho. And yeah, he got himself the lead back again in the game. Then moving into the second half, we picked the ball up here with player where we played on through to Maxim, managed to get past Virgil van Dijk. Then we flick it up there with the El Tornado, and then a very nice scissor kick as well from Maxim. And we do complete a objective. You can see it right there. Very nice finish with his weaker foot. Top corner finish. No chance there for the keeper. And yeah, we also got another skill goal. That means we actually do complete 2 challenges in a row, which is sick. But then shortly after, yet again, it is Paulinho who actually could pick up an inform this week, as I think he was actually playing quite well for his team, and I think he scored 2 goals or something. So it could be maybe an interesting player to look forward to. But yeah, he got himself another goal with him. And then a couple minutes later, yet again another first-time shot there, I think with Hulk, where he does make it 4-2. So yeah, this guy was definitely aware of like some of the broken mechanics in the game. But towards the end of the game, we got a chance yet again with play. I played it off to Maxim, a shot there which the goalkeeper saved, and I was hoping for the rebound, but unfortunately wasn't able to get to the ball. A couple minutes later, yet again, Maxim on the ball, wanted to pass it off to player, but then we pick it up with Sancho, a very nice penalty there with the scoop turn. Followed by a shot which got blocked off. Then he tries to clear it away. Got I think a bad touch there with Talisca. But then we pick it up yet again with Playa. Go for a nice flick past the defender. We shoot, hit Van Dijk. And then from the rebound we do make it 4-3 towards the end. Do get a goal back, but unfortunately it was not enough to bring it into extra time. So ended up losing that game, the first game of this episode. But we actually did very well in terms of like completing objectives. We actually did complete 2 in one game, which was nice to see. So it was a great start to the episode despite the loss. Then moving on into the second game of the episode, we come up against a La Liga side, and I do believe the 4-2-4 formation. You can see it right there with Inaki Williams and also Batshuayi, who also this year has 4-star skill moves and I think 5-star weak foot as well. So an interesting player. But yeah, we start off in the third minute with Sancho. Probably should have taken a shot with him, I think, but passed it off to player. But then his defender got a very nice tackle there to deny us the shot. And then a few minutes later, 25th minute, I mean, I for sure thought this was going to be a straight red card, but the ref decided to give him a yellow. And I've been saying, I've been kind of ranting about like the referees and just the game a little bit in general on Twitter. Posting some clips and stuff from when I was playing the Weekend League and also Division Rivals. Like, the referees in this game, they are just an absolute joke. I honestly don't know how this keeps happening each year. Like, the amount of stupid things that happen in general in FIFA is just a joke as well. But I mean, the amount of fouls they give when it's not a free kick or when it's the other way around is just so dumb. And I don't know whenever that gets fixed, but it doesn't seem to get fixed anytime soon, because yeah, it's the same thing every year basically. But anyway, in the 33rd minute we did get a final goal with Maxim, yet again a nice El Tornado goal. And yeah, you can see as well that my opponent decided to leave quite early still in the first half. Didn't really create much apart from, I think, one shot he had with Batshuayi, which went wide. But yeah, that means we obviously do not count this game, and we can also apply a attribute card to Maxim to boost up his stats a little bit, but it won't be needed that much as we've already scored all the goals with him. I think the only objective we still need to complete is the skill move past the goalkeeper and score, basically. So yeah, that's definitely the thing that we obviously try to do for this episode as well. So we start off, we come up against the team 4-3-3 formation. We come up against the icon, I think David Trezeguet, I think the first version. Also he wants to watch Quincy Promes, a player I actually picked up recently, and I'm actually really excited to use. I might make a team around him and SBC Depay. There will be, I think, this week a video about SBC Depay in terms of like a squad builder and stuff, because I've played over 100 games with him, so I can definitely tell you guys, yeah, if he is worth of picking up. Basically, if you're thinking about it. But yeah, moving on into this game, after we got a chance, I think, in this game. My opponent did get himself a chance here as well, where he passed it off to Aubameyang, and yeah, my goalkeeper wasn't able to save it, and he taps it in for basically an open net to give him the early lead. Then 45th minute, on the stroke of halftime. A couple skill moves going, quick passes. We picked it up with Maxim there. Then a nice flick there to play. Would have been amazing if we managed to shoot that one in, but the ball got a quick dip there, and the goalkeeper did get a save onto it as well. Then a 60th minute, some nice skills there from Sancho Elastico to a shot there where the goalkeeper did get a save too. Was hoping for a rebound or anything with Playa. Then in the 86th minute, towards the end of the game, it was super sub Gamero who cuts in with the fake shot to get past Van Dijk, and then a nice finish shot into the far corner, making it 1-1. And bringing us into extra time, where also in this game we actually did create more chances during extra time. Was my guy Steven on the right hand side, also one of the substitutes I decided to bring on. Wanted to go for a finesse shot there, far post, but it almost looked like we aimed for the corner flag. Then a few minutes later he passed it on through to Depay, who managed to get in front of my goalkeeper unfortunately, and did tap it in to make it 2-1. Then we got a cheeky scorpion pass there to Maxim, followed by a few skill moves. We shoot with his weaker foot, and from the rebound yet again the shot got denied by his defender. Then at 116th minute, we managed to intercept the ball with Paulista, and then I tried to just pass it off to one of my midfielders, but Trezeguet just stood in his way. I managed to run towards my goalkeeper and finesse it into the bottom corner to make it 3-1. And make an end to this game. And if you look at the stats, it's just crazy that we only scored one goal, but that's just something that happens every now and then in FIFA. So yeah. Anyway, moving on, we're gonna go to the final game of the episode, where we once again come up against I think a La Liga side in the 4-3-3 formation. Couple Champions League players as well. I think Rodrigo. It was actually the 4-1-3-2. Actually, also one of the new formations in the game. Instead of having like a center attacking mid, you now have like just a center mid in sort of the cam role, basically. Anyway, moving on. In the 30th minute, we got a run going with Player where we lost the ball. But then after a bad pass from him, we picked it up here with Maxim. Some nice skills going, followed by a hocus pocus, beating the defender. Nice shots from distance. We actually did find the target, and we did finish it off straight away as well. The first proper chance we had in this game, and we managed to score straight away. So great start to this game. Then we're in the 43rd minute, towards the end of the first half. It is Sancho there on the left-hand side. Failed to fake drag back, but continue on with some more skills. We cut in with the ball roll drag back, but then unfortunately we do lose the ball yet again. Maybe should have done another skill move and taken the shot straight away. Then moving on into the second half, where we once again start off with Maxim just running on the field, basically from the midfield alone, doing skills. Eventually we got in there, shoot with his right foot, but then the goalkeeper did save it. A few minutes later, I do believe we get another chance with Maxim. You can see him picking the ball up there yet again. He was having some game in this episode. But then you could see right there that he did some sort of a weird run around the ball. It looked so stupid, and I think it happened also in one of the Fatal episodes with Neymar. Like, there is a broken thing in this game right now where if you're running and you try to do a running fake drag back or just a drag back whilst running, basically, he just sort of runs past the ball. It's just so dumb. And I think it has something to do with no touch dribbling, that it sort of interferes with the trackbacks. It's really weird. I've already mentioned it to EA and just needs to get fixing as well, because it's something I did not notice before the recent patch. I think it has something to do with the recent patch. Anyway, you can see as well in the 82nd minute that we did eventually score another goal with Maxim after we actually did get quite a few skill runs going in this game alone. And yeah, a decent way to actually end off this game and also end off this episode. You can see right there that we have 4 games remaining. So for the next episode, we're gonna be trying to complete the final objective, which is where we have to beat the goalkeeper. So yeah, didn't really get any attempts going. Hopefully in the next episode we can. Got a couple games left, so hopefully that will also be something we can finish off in that episode. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to be ending off this episode. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you of course did, make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. Anyway, that's the end. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.